So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening guys. This is your nurse Harold again, back for another video para sa'yo. Meet Kathy! Hindi ko na malayan, it's been a year na pala na gumagawa ako ng content dito sa YouTube. And to be honest with you, YouTube is a good platform wherein you can put your thoughts into perspective on your own way, wherein people can relate or people will enjoy watching. And yeah, being a content creator for 1 year, there's always pros and cons. And that is what I'm going to share to you in this video, and what will be my advice if ever you are planning to start your content creating journey this year or maybe next year, because we're at the end of the year. So if you like that one, stay tuned. But before that one, roll out the intro.
It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. It's deja vu.
As I mentioned, there are pros and cons of being a content creator. Number one pros that I could say, like for me, gusto ko mag-travel, so able to go to places that I never thought na mapupuntahan ko was one of the pros that I can say as a content creator. And of course, it will depend on the niche. I did my first vlog in Amsterdam, and then able to go to Paris as well. So it's just really a good feeling that those memories were captured, at the same time shared to people that, you know, who will be watching it, especially to my family. When I was in Ireland, I was able to visit a lot of places, castles. I'm always amazed by castles, and there are just so many, and I'm just so lucky to be able to witness them in my own eyes. So because of that niche, you know, it took me to different places, and I'm so thankful about it. The second pros I would say is I was able to meet genuine people, at the same time community. Nagpapasalamat ako sa TVS family, which actually, you know, where I started my content creating journey. And then sila Jano, sila Eden Rose Pena, si DXBS TV. They are actually the people who inspired me, at the same time really pushed me to just, you know, you have a talent that you can create videos and you can tell a story. And because of that, my confidence was kind of boosted up a little bit, because I'm not really confident at all when it comes to talking to the camera. Number three is, I would say I was able to share to people experiences, and knowing that I am a nurse, a full-time nurse, I was able to share to aspiring nurses, for example, and the cost and information of, you know, living and working in Ireland. So I receive a lot of comments asking about how to be a nurse in Ireland, what is it like to be a nurse in a nursing home. And because of this channel, I was able to share to people and inspire them that if I can make it, then you can make it. Of course, being a content creator is not heaven at all. There were times really where you will be frustrated, and that's one concept I would say, especially if you have high expectation. And I think all of you can relate that if you are a content creator, there's this, you know, painstaking editing. You know, you try to make your video as the quality as you want it to be, and, you know, impress people. But at the end of the day, sometimes it's not reciprocated, and that's kind of frustrating because you put your effort. But I think that's just one of the cons, because YouTube is a very big platform. It's not only in UK, it's a worldwide platform, and there are a lot of content creators in the world, so you're not the only one. And I think that's just the way it is. Number two could be tiring, because especially if you're full-time working, and because you have to put a lot of effort editing wise. That's one of it. Choosing music, getting the shots, but that is just part of it. Yeah, there is money in YouTube. Yes, there is money in YouTube. That is true, but it is a hard-earned money. It's not like people just give you money and that's it. No. So for the past 1 year of creating contents on this channel, I was able to upgrade my setup in creating videos. And that's because I'm earning a bit from this channel already. Firstly, I was able to upgrade my lens. Now, when I bought this camera, the M50, it has its own kit lens, which is the 15 to 45 millimeter, and that was my go-to vlogging before. But when I started earning from YouTube, I was able to buy this wide lens that I'm using now, which is the 10 to 18 millimeter. When I started making videos in YouTube, I was actually using the kit lens from Canon, which is yung 15 to 45. And if you can see, medyo malaki yung mukha ko. Medyo mataba tignan. Well, mataba naman talaga ako. When I started earning money from YouTube, I kind of upgrade by, you know, buying another lens. And then I got this 10 to 18 millimeter lens, which is actually a wide angle lens. And makatulong siya, especially for, you know, trying to make my setup a bit more. So, para at least kahit malayo or kahit malapit ako sa camera, medyo maliit ako tignan kasi it's a wide angle lens. So, I got this one because I was earning. So, now I switch back to 10 to 18 millimeter. And yeah, you can see the difference. Aside from my 10 to 18 millimeter na nabili ko to improve my, you know, quality of video and my setup, I was also able to buy another lens, again, out from my revenue. And I was able to get this Canon 50mm 1.8. Nabili ko lang siya ng mas mura kasi nabili ko siya sa parang mga second hand. So, instead of the usual price of around 110 or 120 euros, I was able to get this one for around 60, which is actually half the price, but it's still working well. That's why in some of my videos you can see a good bouquet of background, and it's because of this one. So now let's talk about the advice. So number one advice that I can give if you are starting, you know, in this content creating journey is identify the main purpose of why you created a channel in the first place, or why you want to be a content creator. Because if you have, you know, a purpose, you will have your niche, rest will follow. I told my friends about this one, na when I get old, I wanna just watch my videos and have a nice cup of tea and tell myself like, oh yeah, I did that. I know pictures are good, but moving, you know, obviously moving pictures is better, and that is when you capture that one through a video. And the second one is just enjoy the journey. You might be frustrated, you might be disappointed, you might be happy, but the point is enjoy the journey. Because if you enjoy it, whether it will pick up a lot of views or it will not pick up, but at the end of the day, you are doing it because you enjoy it. That's really one thing, and that's what I'm doing. So that's it, guys. I know it's a bit boring, but yeah, I'm just sharing to you my, you know, experience and my thoughts of being a content creator in these massive platforms. So if you are planning to start at the end of this year or maybe next year, hopefully this video can help. And if you like it, give this video a like, and if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for staying until the very end of this video. This is Harold, signing off.
It's deja vu. Memories come